Okay, this is SST lesson number 14, renewable and non-renewable resources. Okay, renewable and non-renewable resources. So we'll learn it in detail. Okay. Okay, broadly speaking, the resources are things that one used to achieve an object. Okay, so that is called resources. Okay, so if you want to do something, we need some basic elements. Okay, so that is called resources. Okay, and many a times we do it directly. Actually, these resources are found in nature, or we process to produce various utility products, or some resources directly we get, some we make lot of process and bring out something for our use. Okay, these are called natural resources. Okay, normally air, water, soil, plants, animals, solar energy, wind energy, minerals, okay, petrol, these are called natural resources. Okay, what are natural resources? Air, water, soil. Okay, so naturally we get all these resources. Okay, and they are used every day. We are using it every day. Okay, in the ancient time, people did not know how to use these resources. Okay, because they were not aware about all these resources. Okay, so they did not know how to convert them to our day-to-day activities for our daily use. Okay, but gradually human beings learn to use these resources a little wisely, and as the days passed by, people started using it gradually and learned to convert for our day-to-day uses. Okay, and we know some of the countries, they are very rich in natural resources, but on the other side we see some of the countries, they still remain very poor and backward. Okay, so this is because of lack of the knowledge in utilizing the natural resources. Okay, and when we started using the natural resources, we will have a development. Okay, many people, they don't have that awareness. Okay, still they are unaware of the technologies. Okay, so that is the main reason they are still remaining as a poor country or poor state. Okay, so we will classify these resources and we will learn it in detail. Okay, even today we see many people, we have nowadays every facilities are there, all kind of facilities, all kind of resources we have, but there are people who are very wise enough to use all the resources and all the technologies. Okay, but there are some people, they are not able to use it. Okay, that is all because the awareness or the knowledge that is causing them to use it. Okay, those who use them, they become very wise and they get used with everything. But those who do not use it, or those who do not aware of it, they still remain as the same. Okay, that is, even we can see the things like in village and town. In the town we see all kind of technologies are used, but in the village we don't see that kind of usage of technologies. Okay, so we can see the classification of natural resources. So natural resources can be classified as two resources. One is renewable and another one is non-renewable. Okay. Some natural resources are available, in plenty. Naturally, we get plenty of natural resources. Okay, they never get exhausted. Means they will not be finished off. Okay, that is called renewable resources. The resources that we get in plenty, they cannot be finished. Like air, for example, air, soil, plants, water, solar energy, so wind energy. These are renewable resources because we get all these things in plenty. Plenty means we get more air, isn't it? Air cannot be finished anywhere. So air is everywhere available. The same way sun, the solar energy is available in plenty. So this cannot be exhausted or ये कभी खत्म नहीं होता है. ओके, वी विल कीप ऑन गेटिंग इट. सो हमें मिलते रहता है, जितने भी यूज़ करो उतना हमें मिलते रहता है. एंड दिस एनर्जी नॉर्मली द रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज जो है वो कभी भी दे डोंट कॉज पोल्यूशन. Naturally, they don't bring any harm to human beings or any other living beings. Okay, they are called renewable resources. You got it? So renewable resources, we get it in plenty, they will not be exhausted, and they do not cause pollution. For example, water, air, plants, solar energy, wind energy, so on. Okay, then there are some other resources, they are called non-renewable resources. Okay, and we can see some minerals, some fossils, fuels. they are available in limited quantity. Okay, like petroleum, coil, and minerals, and iron, copper, aluminium. These resources we get in limited quantity. So if we use it up, then we will not get it again and again, because it takes millions of years to form again. Even these things, these resources cause pollution. When we use petrol, the bad smoke comes out of the vehicle, cause lot of pollution. Okay, so even all the metals, when we use them or we melt them, it produces lot of unwanted gas that pollute our air, and it is harmful for our health. Okay, so this is called non-renewable. Okay, we have two major resources. Okay, classification, one is renewable, non-renewable. So renewable is we get in plenty from nature. Non-renewable, we get limited from nature. So we have to use these non-renewable resources very wisely and carefully, so that it can be saved it for our next generations. Okay, renewable resources, air. Air is very precious renewable natural resources. Okay, and it is made up of different gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Okay, so this air is a natural renewable resources. Okay, because of air only human beings, plants, and animals stay alive. Otherwise, we cannot stay alive. Okay, if we do not want to harm our existence, we should not pollute air. So we should keep our air very clean. Okay, air is available everywhere. Okay, plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen, while human and animal convert oxygen into carbon dioxide. So if we grow lot of plants, we will get good oxygen, because plants is the only thing that convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. So we need oxygen for our natural living. Okay, then another one is water. Water is very essential for our existence, because we human beings need water, plants and animals needs water. Okay, without water we cannot survive. Okay, so drinking water is very essential for our health. Okay, we use water for drinking, washing, cooking, irrigations, and many other purposes. So normally you can see everywhere there are a lot of dams and water bodies we built for ourselves to keep the water safe for our continuous use. Okay, and water is stored in the reservoir behind the dam. When water flows through the gates of the dam, its force turn into turbine, which helps in generation of hydro electricity. So this water also used for, not only used for drinking, washing, cooking and irrigation, it also used to produce electricity. So that is another major benefit. Okay, then moving on to the next one is soil. Okay, without soil we cannot do anything. See, this is the top layer of the earth's surface. Okay, this is also very important natural resources, and plants are renewable resources which grow in soil. So without soil plant cannot grow. Okay, and we need soil for every kind of agricultural work. Okay, and another thing is we should not destroy the soil. See, because nowadays there are many technologies have come up, so we should not put any harmful insecticides or chemicals or fertilizer on the soil, because it can simply destroy the quality of the soil. So we should protect it so that we will get the good products out of soil. Then moving on to the next one, plants. Okay, and plants and trees, they are also renewable resources. Okay, they provide us lot of food, vegetables, fruits and wood, timbers that we use for our furnitures. Okay, and after we grow everything, okay, so once we, after using the cultivation and everything, we can use it again and again. See, first they will use it for this one, rice, then again they will put dals and every kind of, some people grow vegetables. So same soil can be used again and again for our food and all other purposes. That's why we call trees are our green friends. Okay, and it can be, see, after the crop is harvested, it can be grown again on the same field. Okay, so that's why we need soil. We should protect the soil. Okay, and plants are called, or especially trees are called our green friends. Okay, we need to plant more and more trees. We should stop the felling of trees on as much as possible. Like for example, if you have more trees, we will get enough rainfalls. If you don't have trees, you can see in the areas where there is no trees, they don't get enough rain. Okay, so the more we grow trees, the more we get the rain, because water is also very much important for our living. Okay, then another thing is animals are also major resources for mankind. They are useful to us in many ways. Okay, animals are very much useful to human beings, because we have domestic animals. They give milk, meat. Okay, and they are also used for plowing, like oxen, they are used for plowing. Okay, camels and donkeys, they are used as a they are used to carry things from one place to another. Okay, and animals are renewable resources because they give birth to their young ones. They are renewable resources because we can use it again and again, and they produce their own kind of animals, like they give birth to the young ones. So they are also renewable resources we get again and again. Okay, so moving on to the next one, very important one, it is solar energy. Okay, it is the solar energy we get it from sun, is known as a solar energy. Okay, we get light and energy, heat and light energy from the sun. Okay, it is a renewable resource which is available in abundance. Okay, it is used for street lighting, water heating, and cooker based on solar energy have become quite popular. Okay, nowadays everywhere you can find the solar pads. through the solar we get a lot of electricity. Nowadays every area you can find it. So this is the natural resources, we get it in abundance, means we get lot of resources. So कभी भी सनलाइट ख़त्म नहीं होता है, तो रोज़ हमें मिलता है मुफ्त में, हमें मिलने के लिए ये बहुत बड़ा अच्छा साधन है. अगर हम सोलर पैड यूज़ करेंगे तो वन टाइम इन्वेस्टमेंट है, फिर लाइफ लॉन्ग के लिए हम लोग वेरी इजीली यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ओके, एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू पम्प वाटर फॉर इरिगेशंस, ड्रिंकिंग. Okay, efforts are being made to convert solar energy into electric energy in an economical way. So maximum level, nowadays the technology is developing their best to make it in a very economical way. Okay, then moving on to the next one, wind energy. The energy generated by the movement of wind is called wind energy. So wind energy means the energy that we it is getting out of the movement of wind. So you can see large fan type of poles they install. Okay, and while the fan runs on, the electricity is produced and saved by the under the area, particular area. Okay, and it is generated by the use of windmills. However, wind energy is highly dependent on the flow of winds. If there is no wind, so we cannot produce electricity. Okay, then we are we can look at the non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are including coil. Okay, it is very black in color. We usually कोयला वगैरह we use करते हैं. Okay, this is also formed over a long period of time from the remains of plants and animals. Okay, this also used to produce energy. In the olden days, even train used to run by this one. They used to put lot of coil inside the train and they burn it. Through that we get energy and they used to run the train. Okay, it is extracted in coal mines. Its reserves are limited. It is a polluting agent. पुराने टाइम में जब ट्रेन जाता है तो पूरा एरिया काला पड़ जाता है क्योंकि it produce lot of unwanted black gases, okay, smoke. So this one naturally can pollute the air. And then comes to petroleum. Petroleum is also found very deep in the earth under the seabed. Okay, deep wells have to be dug to reach the petroleum reserves. So it is found in very few areas. So petroleum is not found in everywhere. It is in very few areas, like in the Middle East countries we get it in large content. Okay, so that's why we have to buy it from other countries. Okay, it is largely used in the vehicles all over the world. Its reserves are limited and it can pollute. It is also a polluting agent. Okay, when we use petroleum or diesel, whatever, so it can bring lot of polluted air. It can also pollute our air. Then we move to minerals. Minerals are extracted from their ores. Metals are refined ores. Iron is the most useful metal. Beside it, magnesium, copper, gold, silver, etc. are also used. Naturally, we know that these minerals are getting in very less in number. We don't get in plenty. Okay, so we should use it very carefully. Okay, these metals are very useful but are available in limited. Even though it is very useful, but we don't get it in plenty. Okay, so we have to use it very carefully. Okay, conservation of natural resources. If we want to ensure the quality and longevity of our resources, we must use them wisely and carefully. We must avoid their wastage on a whole. We should not pollute the air, water and soil. Okay, so normally we should be very cautious about using these resources. whether it be renewable or non-renewable. Okay, renewable we get it in plenty, but if we can use it wisely, it will be very much economic. Okay, but non-renewable we have to use it very carefully so that it can be saved for the next generation. Okay, and the more we use the non-renewable, the more our air will be polluted. Okay, our water and soil also will be polluted. We should not waste water at all. Okay, because the maximum level we should use the water for plantations. Okay, and we can plant more trees. Okay, trees can prevent soil erosion. Naturally, we know when we plant more plants, so it can prevent soil erosions. We should not disturb the habitat of the animals. We should think of our future generation and therefore use the resources intelligently. Okay, so we have to keep it in our mind that we should keep our resources, what are the natural resources, non-renewable, renewable we get today, we have to keep it for our next generation. So use it very carefully and wisely. Okay, moving on to the these are the new words you can learn for your language strength. Okay, and here we have practice session. So take the correct answer. Which among the following is a renewable resource? Renewable. Petroleum is non-renewable. Mineral oil, they are non-renewable. Air is a renewable. So tick over here. So this is right answer. Which among the following is non-renewable resource? So water is a renewable, plants, animals are renewable, and this is non-renewable. Okay, tick over here. This is right. Plants convert carbon dioxide into nitrogen, water vapor, none of these oxygen. Oxygen is the right answer. Okay. In a dam, water is stored in the dash, tank, hole, reservoir, none of these. Reservoir. Okay. Fine. So here actually it is not clear. So this is the right answer. Okay, you can do. I'll send you the question answers. So you do the fill-ups and true or false by yourself. Okay, fine. That's all about the renewable and non-renewable resources.